mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that UrbanX where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, or they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product out the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the UrbanX podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Mr. Black Dot.
In the building, in the flesh.
In the building with you guys. Thank you guys for joining once again. For our listeners right now who's in their car.
Yep, bomb. Give me 2 honks.
Shouts out to y'all too. Let's take a quick roll call. See CT in the building, Gary, Indiana in the building.
GA is in the building.
Compton in the house.
Compton in the house. I love it. My LA fam.
VA in the building.
Memphis is in the building.
Naptown.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Truly appreciate you for being here.
Richmond, VA, ATL, Chicago.
This is how we end the week show.
Yes.
And we always like to close it out strong. Jacksonville, Barbados, okay.
Barbados, Chicago, Jamaica, Queens,
West Palm Beach, Florida, New Jersey. Shout out to Jersey.
Yep.
How was your week?
Week was pretty good. What did I do this week? I did something.
I don't believe it.
I'm getting Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I don't believe you did.
No, the week was really good. Quiet. No, we went somewhere. We did something.
Eric Williams after show is in the membership.
Yes, it's always in the membership.
It is there.
Oh, you gotta go search for it.
We got.
No, I think I was supposed to go to a cookout, and I didn't go. Connecticut, the building.
Was that Remy?
No, that wasn't my Meek 120, but that's the God. You know what I'm saying? Me and the God put in much work. Spoke to the God today.
Yeah, that's I feel like I've always explained.
Yeah, that's one of Malcolm's best friends did the track, and his brother did the vocals.
I feel like I've always explained that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
My week was boring. I really happy this week.
Kind of
quiet. We were productive here.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah, we were productive here in setting up what the show will look and sound like for after show 300.
Gotcha.
I'm excited about that. Got some really cool stuff on the horizons, and we're not waiting until after. We're starting it now to make sure everything,
make sure the transition is smooth.
It's very smooth. Yes. So as we don't forget to get your memberships.
Please.
This is show 296, man.
So it's 4 more shows after today.
If you're watching right now, the audio is still going to stay the same. So shouts out to y'all.
What's that? Oh, yeah. My niece, I want to congratulate my niece. She graduated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Clap that up. She's on her way to high school. Remember, I was just giving her the silly putty.
Oh, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Now she's all grown up.
Yeah, she got knocked, right?
Yeah, she got knocked.
So the city.
But shout out Chelsea. She was the salutatorian.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So she, you know what I'm saying? She was doing her thing.
Nice.
And she's on. She got the high school of her choice.
Nice.
She's in, so she's off and running, man. And these next 4 years, you know, you're watching these grow. Like, wow, where does the time go? Where does the time go? We're the number one father and son podcast in the multiverse.
Forgot to mention that. I'm sorry. You guys should know that by now.
Yeah, but you should know that.
Right? Okay.
And you are down to your last 4 free shows after today.
Yeah.
Gotta mention it, gotta keep it in the mix.
Yeah.
And then we transition to something brand new.
Yes.
But we are glad you are here with us now. And let's get this thing rocking.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
First story, Bill Cosby. He got found guilty in a civil trial as a result of a situation that happened in like 1974.
1975, like 48 years ago or something.
Something Playboy mentioned.
Really bizarre.
Apparently he sexually assaulted a 16-year-old, they're saying, and then he got found guilty. And his legal team is saying this is victory for some reason because, like, even though like they say that this confirmed that he did it, he might not have to pay because they don't. The victim is not giving like restitution. Something to that. He has to pay like $500,000 in damages, something to that effect. But it was a weird legal term that they got, and they said they're going to appeal anyway. So it was like she's not going to get her money anyway.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
40 years. Like, how do you come up with evidence? Like, how do you figure that out? Like, how does that even happen?
Again, it being a civil suit is really his word against hers.
Right.
If they can place him at the mansion, which they can place everybody at the damn mansion. And your man, Hugh Hefner, just is absolved of all. Like this is his place.
Yeah.
He's the one who should be checking people's IDs. What is a 15-year-old or 16-year-old girl doing there to begin with? I know what they was doing there. They're all guilty of the same nasty behavior. Let's just call it what it is. And to single out Bill means that this is a target, an ongoing target to, do something to Bill Cosby and just let it go already. You know what I mean? Because if you're not going to go after everybody, interesting, Elvis got a new movie coming out.
Oh, yeah.
And I wonder if they're going to talk about what he did with Priscilla, among other things. Her being 14 years old, him being 20 or whatever the case may be. I wonder if they're going to talk about all that kind of stuff since he is their folklore hero and things of that nature. So, again, like I spoke my piece on this, Bill Cosby is guilty of what was accepted during that time. Y'all just have to understand what was going on in Hollywood. It wasn't like he was doing something, everyone was on some kind of moral code, and he was acting other than himself. He was acting in accordance to the devilishment that they always acted upon. And see, what they do now is, they give these private parties, you got to sign NDAs and you can't bring your phone in, so they can continue the same behavior that they've been doing, but they don't have to worry about you ratting them out and things of that nature. Back then, it was an open party, at the Playboy Mansion, and whatever goes.
Yeah, the only thing he's doing wrong right now is he's still alive. Sadly.
Yes.
Sadly.
Yes. And they're going to keep coming after him, because shit, I was born in 1975. I was like 17 years old at the time, and I'm like, I could barely remember. Like, are you kidding me?
Right.
And he probably ran through just keeping it being so many of them damn girls and whatever they was doing. Like, how does he really know?
Yeah, how can in good faith, take that case as a judge? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, you don't know what the hell happened.
Absolutely, because you know what I mean. And like I said, I want to be clear.
No iPhones, no text messages.
This was the behavior of all of them in Hollywood. That's why they went to the Playboy Mansion after hours, so that Hugh Hefner could provide them with whatever their desires was. Little boys, little girls, it really didn't matter. And he used that as leverage because he filmed them without them knowing. He was a part of a CIA op as well, so that they could get these senators and high-profile figures in uncompromising positions, or is it compromising? uncompromising positions,
I think so. Yeah.
and use that as leverage so that they would never get out of line, political favors that were needed, games that needed to be thrown, you name it.
They got phones on us.
Okay, they were all involved with that process.
If you can still hear us, good, give us a one in the chat.
Yeah, sometimes putting those phones on the table acts a little,
We gotta stop that.
little crazy.
Oh, it's compromising.
Oh, it's a compromise. Yeah, compromise.
Thank you guys. Thank you for the chat.
Thank you.
So I think even real quick, going back to the Elvis movie, I think that story is revolves around the manager that got I don't think they're gonna tell that story.
Oh no, they're not gonna tell that story.
I doubt
This
it.
is the glorified story of Elvis, and I'm surprised because I saw the trailer, but at least from the trailer standpoint,
It showed him going into the black church.
showed him going into the black churches and stealing that swagger, and then transferring that energy to the white American girls, and the rest is history. And I used to be a huge Elvis fan as a kid, 1972, 73. I would sit by the TV and I would watch him. No, but I didn't know. Until my uncle told me, he said, you know what Elvis said about black people? All we do is buy his records and shine his shoes. And from that moment on, I never messed with him again. Even as a kid, I knew, wait a minute, he said that? And I said, I'm good. So,
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
So, Dave Chappelle, remember, we talked about him a couple months ago because the story had came out that he was opposing affordable housing in his town.
yes.
Right? But more information came out, and apparently they were only gonna. It was more so of this big development that would have increased the rent and increased like how much it would have taken to live there, and there was a little portion for affordable housing. That's how they were able to frame it. Oh, Dave Chappelle's against affordable housing.
Right. Because we even thought that at first.
Yeah, I was like, I hope that's not right. Like we could you could go back. I'm like, I hope that's not the case. Like that would be crazy. But apparently, he actually bought that land to block the developers from doing that.
Got you.
So hopefully, hopefully he does something, productive with that land.
No, he's playing a chess game, and to be in position to play that chess game,
Right.
I think is great.
Right.
In reference to, him being able to utilize his position, his finances, to show you how you stop gentrification and from these big developers taking full advantage. Most of us are not even nowhere near in that position.
Yeah.
They just okayed the biggest rent hike in 10 years here in the city.
Yeah.
So you're going to see the byproduct of that. People can barely pay their rent as is, and now you're going up, and there are no raises at the jobs. Gas is up, inflation is up.
Yeah.
So this is an ultimate squeeze. So in light of that, to have Dave Chappelle be able to put a chess move or make a chess move on the board to slow down the process is great. But now we're going to see what the ramifications of that is, because you don't mess with these people's money in the grand scheme of things.
I remember last couple of shows we were talking about I guess rich people's responsibilities for their neighborhoods and stuff like that, because we were talking about Jay-Z and the Bitcoin Academy and the Marcy Projects thing and things like that, and some people say he should be able to do more and things like that. But Dave Chappelle, his town, it doesn't look like it's an all-black town from what I saw.
Right.
But he is, but it looks like not a poor town either.
It looks like a very average or less than middle class town.
But like I said, white people, black people, but he is doing a lot for the economics in that town, in his town, and he's taking it upon himself to do something within his town. So some people might sneer at it and say, well, it's not black, it's not black first, it's not this, it's not that, which I would get, but I've always stood by the thing, you have to do something your home first, and then outwards,
and then you go outward from there.
And
that goes all the way back to in your home itself.
Exactly.
And I'm always explaining to people, stop taking on the burden of more than you can in reference to trying to save the world, because the world is not yours, and the world doesn't care about you as much as you think they do.
Right.
So it's important. My only burden is to secure my family. If everybody started there to secure our family, collectively we secure the family. And then we can move out, and any extra time, energy, money, resources that we have, we can extend it a little further out.
Yeah.
Those who know what I mean. If you got a little extra means, you extend those. But we be worried about things outside of our control, and inside of our household is a disaster. Right? I got a couple of bonus stories we can throw in there to kind of cook this up.
Okay, give me him.
Vince Carter.
He got robbed.
His house, $100,000, while his family hid in the closet.
Oh, it was a jack move.
This was a jack move.
Oh, I thought like he was like out.
So this is important because everyone knows that that's Vince Carter's house.
Yeah.
Wherever it is, and people are starting to take a chance now, and roll the dice on some certain kind of things. So you got to be diligent, and you have to be very, very careful now. With what's going on, because they're wilding out here.
Yeah, wow.
All right. Another quick story that we don't need to put any pictures up for. Alexa.
Yes.
Is now.
Well, not now. They're saying eventually Alexa will have the capabilities to speak to you in your dead relative's voice.
Is that spooky?
Yes, it is spooky. Hell yeah, that's spooky.
Okay, just asking some people, because I've seen some people get a teddy bear or something with like their dead relative's voice.
That's creepy.
And for like my mother is deceased, and for her to be telling me what the weather is.
I haven't heard grandma's voice in over 20 years.
Yes.
That would scare the hell out of me.
Yeah, that is beyond like it. Spooky. It is, but
don't like it.
You know, some people.
That was a Black Mirror episode where this computer program, like this woman, her husband died. She like downloaded every picture, every like voice recording, like everything of her husband into this computer, and the robot like became her husband.
Yeah.
Sound like him, looked like him, and everything, and had the same memories, obviously. Like,
okay, I want to play devil's advocate because they are old people who would love to hear their relatives, you know, voice every day. Because usually, like, if you get two old people that's been together 60, 70 years, and one of them died, you can start the clock. The other one is usually going to pass away. That's true. But if I could have a comforting voice of my husband or wife telling me the weather, telling me it's nice outside, this and that, it may provide some comfort for some people. It is creepy, it's creepy shit. But just, you know, trying to play devil's advocate on some people don't want to let their loved ones go.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, everyone is not, you know, they don't want to let their loved ones go, and this is a way when you get to keep your loved ones in your mix.
Still not with it.
Okay, Biden is thinking about suspending $6 billion
in you're talking about in college
loans.
College debt. Yeah.
I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Another bone.
Yeah, but like his entire like messaging is so odd.
It's weird. Yeah, the whole thing. The whole thing.
Weird. Like they're just trying to lose, or they just know like they're not gonna lose because they can probably try to rig it or something. But I'm gonna tell you why, because he was talking about the gas prices, right? He had a press conference, and he basically said, "So you know, y'all complaining about the gas prices? Well, we supposed to just let Putin do that?" It was like,
like how did you connect that?
Yeah.
Yes.
And people are like falling for it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
People falling for it, and then there was this black woman on MSNBC. She basically said, like, you know, people who complain about gas and, you know, high price for food, y'all are good. Y'all got y'all jobs. Y'all won't go under. Like, y'all just need to back off. Like, stop complaining about it. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm just like, yo, this is like just the weirdest messaging from people who claim to kind of be for us. But this is, it kind of goes back to just like how bad Trump left the political affairs
arena.
He just left it in such a place where people could know, watch, and hear somebody who's clearly senile, right?
Yes.
Clearly doesn't know what he's saying. Clearly he could barely finish a sentence. He could barely get a thought out. They have to have directions printed out for him. Like
kindergarten directions.
Like, you sit down here. Like people like zoomed in on on his actual, directions, and still defended because Trump made politics so combative. Like, it's us against y'all. It is no trying to work together for the greater good of anything. Even though we understand what politics is about. We understand left wing, right wing, same bird. We get it. But I'm talking about just the optics, right? The fact that they're Democrats, black people, who are saying it don't matter, we need to pay gas prices because Biden said it's the Putin price hike, so it's Putin's fault.
Yeah.
That's odd.
That's some odd stuff.
That's odd.
It is odd. It is odd.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, something else about Biden actually that recently just happened. They're about to send some more money to Ukraine.
Jeez.
They're about to send some more missiles to Ukraine. And if you remember what Putin said, he said something to the effect of, if we get hit by a missile that came from somewhere else, it's on whoever sent it.
Oh, boy.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
And he did fall off the bike. Did you see that?
I did see that. That was...
Toya L., thank you for reminding me that he
did.
Fell off his bike.
He did. That did happen.
That did happen.
His dementia is definitely kicking in. Like, they keep posting... People, like, news organizations, like, they keep posting pictures of Biden when, like, he was sharp. I'm just like, that's not him. Like, that's, that ain't him no more.
Don't try to retroact that.
Yeah, that ain't him no more.
Yeah.
Because at one point, say what you want about him, he was sharp. Racist.
Racist, but sharp as shit.
Sharp. Like, he knew what he was doing. He knew, like, what political moves to make and things like that. But he, his record speaks for itself. And for the people who are acting like they don't know or they're shocked at what's happening now, like, you're fooling yourselves.
Yep. Side note, somebody asked, how can I cancel?
Just cancel.
Just cancel. Just go with it where you signed up at.
And cancel.
And hit the cancel button. And you're good to go.
Okay. All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
So in New York, apparently the Supreme Court, did you hear about this?
No.
The Supreme Court struck down a law in New York where you have to give good reason as to why you want to conceal carry, and apparently the Supreme Court voted 6-3 that doesn't have to be in law anymore in New York City.
So you don't need a good reason to carry, you could just carry?
I think so. I'm sure like there is a lot, because the process to get a gun anywhere in New York
is crazy.
A lot,
anyway.
legally anyway. But I guess to conceal carry, you can do that.
Well, if you run a brick and mortar business, or you are a diamond courier or something of that effect, where you're in the midst of a lot of money, then I think you should be expedited in the sense of why you would need to carry a concealed weapon.
Yeah.
Or if you're a bodyguard of the highest levels, I'm pretty sure.
I think the laws is a little different for them.
Right, the laws may be a little bit different for them, but just for you to carry, nigga, forget about it.
Yeah, but because people, what they're trying to do is because I think that should kind of be across the board. Like there's states that just have regular.
Well, every state is different. They got different carry laws.
Right, but what they're doing is they're trying to politically charge this, saying people just got killed in Buffalo. More mass shootings are going to happen as a result of this. Not realizing he got his gun illegally.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like
right.
To get this is all about like quote unquote the legal process. So obviously I think there are gonna be more checks and balances to get a gun legally, but just to carry, New York just has a more lenient law now.
Okay, all right. Let's see where that goes. Let's see where that lends to.
Somebody said move to an open carry red state. Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
That can happen, but we're talking about New York City. It's becoming the Wild Wild West now, which.
It is the Wild Wild West.
It is, but
and we spoke about that basketball player.
Yeah.
He was from New York City.
Yeah.
He went to St. Raymond's High School.
Oh, he went to St. Ray's.
He went to St. Ray's. He was home for the summer, as a lot of college kids are. They said he was a homebody.
Yeah.
And he just went out and, he caught the bad end of that. So it has become the Wild Wild West in New York City.
Yeah. Oh, and did you see Mayor Adams?
With doing what?
When he had like the bulldozer
Crushing all of the bikes.
Yeah, I don't think I really don't know if he knows what he's doing.
No, but that's not going to get anything done.
Meaning, like, if he doesn't know if he's trying to be cool, like the cool mayor,
Right? Because he was with French Montana,
and Rowdy Rebel. Like he don't,
yeah.
He don't know if he's trying to be down, but then you crushing bikes, and then you defunding schools. He's defunded a lot of New York City schools.
Yes.
But he's giving New York City police $90 million more dollars.
Right.
To their budget, something to that effect.
He even had police officers rolling the trains one at a time recently until one of them got attacked. So now they have they're tweaking it so that each officer can see the other officer. Because when I grew up, there was always two officers together.
Right.
They came through the car.
He had them going one at a time.
He had them going one at a time. Like, you cover these 6 cars, I guess. You cover these
crazy.
6. And that's not going to get it done in New York City with the mental state.
Yeah.
Right? The
Especially
mental,
on the subway.
Yeah, the mental illness on the subways right now is bonkers. So and that's what happened. One of the officers asked somebody mentally ill to put a cigarette out. He refused to.
Yeah.
And then the mentally ill person threw himself down the flight of stairs. And then when the officer came to help, he threw him down the next flight of stairs.
Oh, my God.
So, this is an ongoing thing. So I don't know what Mayor Adams is doing, but he's in a hellfire. Yeah. This is not a job you want or you should have taken at this particular time. And if you think it's gonna, springboard you to more political gains, it is not. You're gonna take the downfall. That black sister who's the police commissioner, she's gonna take a fall. A lot of this is going on all at the same time because when I tell you it's bad, it's bad. And what do you think you mowing all those bikes over? What?
I don't know what the point of that was.
I have no idea.
Like, take them, fine. If you're going to, do something with them, fine. If you're going to
right.
send them
If anything, you could have sent them to another state, got some money for them, and used that funding to do something else. By you damaging the bikes, that's an optic view to say you're taking a stand. And for people who are annoyed with the bikes, it looks like you're just sort of like when, what's the name, crushed all the CDs.
Oh, yes.
People in the chat help me out.
Yes.
She's from California.
The old lady,
the old black lady, Flores or
I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, she crushed all the CDs and shit, as if that was supposed to change the game.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. You know what I mean? It just makes people.
Dolores Tucker.
Thank you.
See Dolores Tucker. Y'all are dope.
See, I love him. I love
Somebody said Calvin Butts. Yo, that was actually the president of my college.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, you remember? He spoke at my graduation.
He sure did. Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
Yep.
He got money.
Yeah, he got bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like these pastors, man.
No, these pastors is getting
these pastors, man. Yeah.
See Dolores Tucker.
Somebody said she's from Philly.
Oh, she from Philly?
Okay.
Oh, why did I think she was from Cali? Tupac couldn't stand her. He couldn't. He cursed her ass out a couple times. So tell me about the rapper who passed away, man. I'm sorry, he got shot.
He got shot. Lil TJ. He's from the Bronx, actually.
I did not know. I like that song.
Yeah, he's from the Bronx.
I did not know he was from the Bronx.
Yeah.
I like that song. And he was out in Jersey.
I think he lives out there.
Okay, which a lot of rappers do.
They
get a little house out in Jersey.
Yeah, they go to Jersey. And the story is a couple of stories circulate, but one of the stories is some girl kind of set him up because the cops said it was a targeted hit. Like, that was like the first report that came out. The cops said this was a targeted hit. I guess somebody tried to rob him or something like that. And he got hit a few times. He's actually still unconscious right now, even after surgery.
Wow.
They said he wasn't in critical condition as a result of it.
I hope he pulls through.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It is a war being waged against these rappers.
Rappers, they fooled right now, man.
They fooled, and see, when we start thinking about this, ain't even hard times yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So this ain't even, those real hard times where everybody look like food. It's just people targeting people that they think have it. And these rappers portraying a certain lifestyle or something. A lot of them are easy targets. Mm-hmm. They've been easy targets for years. And it's a damn shame because,
And now, because social media, like, you're just way more accessible. Like,
right. your whereabouts. A lot of you dudes are squealing on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Heading over to the mall.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm in aisle 7.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's where I need that to be.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are squealing on themselves, not even just in the rap lyrics, just in their day-to-day, trying to keep your fans informed. Everybody's not a fan. You know what I mean? There are those out there willing to do you harm, and I wish him well, man. You know, looks like a bright young man. You know what I mean? I asked, was he a drill rapper? I heard he's not a drill rapper.
No. He is like off of the A Boogie tree.
Yes.
Like they're not. At one point, like they had beef or something like that. But
he's off that tree with the harmonizing
yes.
type of music that they do make. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody said, Lieber said, it's a dangerous occupation. It is, yo. It's like. It seems like more and more now, like people are just starting to just like rap. A lot of rappers are starting to die.
Yeah,
get shot.
And let's not even talk about the athletes who are dropping dead.
That's
like goddamn flies.
That's another story.
Like flies.
Yes, it is. But we'll take a quick commercial break.
Okay, now we'll get a commercial break.
We'll take a commercial break in now.
And try to balance this thing out.
And then like the replay of this will be edited all together.
Yeah. We'll edit up the chop up the replay so that you get the whole shingamajig.
So, all right, we'll be back.
Christina Washington, she is the owner of She Experience, of this beautiful space that houses all of these amazing business owners.
Absolutely. You definitely want to come in and get to know her. She's a treat. She'll talk to anybody. Super great personality. She's provided this wonderful space for all of us, and it's been wonderful.
Have you ever wished there was an all-encompassing shop for us? One that carefully curates thousands of products that truly consider our needs? And better yet, what if every single product was actually created by members of our community? Well, now that shop exists. Introducing Flourish, the premier spot to discover and shop for products from Black-owned brands, all in one place. From streetwear to loungewear, gift wraps to games, and pet products to pancake mix, we've got you covered. Flourish has coffee brands that support Black women farmers in Africa, hair products for our hair, vegan products for our health. Plus, join the Flourish community for the latest trends and exclusive drops, all from blooming Black-owned brands. For the community, for the culture, for real. Come F with us. Let's flourish together.
Do you want to make some extra money? Start selling waist beads today. These beautiful gems help with weight management, losing belly fat, and waist shaping. Waist beads are a must-have for all women, no matter their size or age. They originate in Africa and are traditionally worn for many reasons. Just like women wear earrings, bracelets, and necklaces to accessorize, adorning with this brand of body jewelry has become a cultural trend. The Craftswoman waist beads are available at a low price and with free priority shipping, so you can make a higher profit. Choose from over 1,000 strands. The selection varies from crystal beads, 3-in-1, permanent, removable, and more. Classes are also available. Go to craftswoman.com to place your order, and we will ship the next business day.
Leslie O. Voice. You may think radio is a thing of the past. According to Nielsen Company, radio reaches 93% of the population. Podcasting is a $1 billion industry. with U.S. listeners spending 22% of their time on digital radio. Using voiceover allows brands to send clear messages their audiences will remember. Without it, you miss out. Elevate your business ads and social media posts with Leslie O Voice.
A voice can change the world, so let me.
Leslie over for you. Any talent you possess. Leslie over upon you. We need your voice, so yes we do. Leslie over. Leslie over. Leslie over.
In the mix.
Hope y'all can still hear us well.
In the mix. This is a hack job amongst hack jobs.
Yeah, we had to figure something out.
Get something done here.
So don't forget to support our advertisers. You've met them over the past few weeks. You've heard their stories. You've heard what they're about. Don't forget to support them. Their information is in the description below. And if you're listening, you probably heard of McDonald's. A McDonald's ad or something like that.
I don't know. Was the McDonald's ad in there?
No, I'm saying if you're listening, like
audio
podcast. That sometimes
that is a fact.
We don't control that.
You probably heard a Pepsi ad.
Pepsi ad or something like that. We do not control that. But thank you guys for joining us. Thank you. So we were discussing politics and like just the wrong messaging, right? So today,
Sheik David, thank you so much for the
peace
super chat.
Stacey Abrams, she put out a tweet today. And she is trying to go out for the governor of Georgia. She said law enforcement are often paid less than the living wage, and that is wrong. We must raise the pay for officers and address violent crime as we work to build community trust, foster law enforcement accountability. She goes on to say, law enforcement in urban, suburban, and rural areas across Georgia struggle with staffing shortages that put communities at risk. Higher officer pay will lead to better officer recruitment, better officer retention, better officer interactions, and a safer Georgia. So a lot of people were upset about this because she was one of the people, if I remember correctly, during the whole defund the police thing, on that wave, defund the police. And if you were smart, like you knew like they weren't going to defund.
You know damn well they wasn't going to defund the police.
You just knew that.
I mean, but we do know the police officers are paid poorly.
Yeah.
I mean, considering, but that's done by design. Mm-hmm. That's done by design because I can sway you to do the corrupt shit that you've been doing for hundreds of years easier because there's a price to be paid. If you let me tell you something. Do you know how many drug dealers in all these rural areas who get off because the drugs are stolen, the money is stolen, or they work out deals with the police department, and this is how the police department can break all the rules under the guise of protecting and serving and protecting. So that's done purposely so that politicians, mobsters, and all of the people who are very influential have the ability to go and sway you to traffic humans, traffic drugs, traffic guns, because you can't possibly survive on $50,000 a year, and you're putting your life on the line. You might as well be a damn teacher.
And police,
and they get underpaid.
Because somebody said police make good money, and I think that depends on where you're from.
If you're a state trooper here in New York, state troopers make decent money, but listen.
But think about the overtime you get in New York City.
Yeah, but look, overtime means you're moving away from your family. True. There's a higher risk of you being out in the street and crazy things happening. Yeah. I'm not capping for the police per se. I'm just saying I think that's done by design to keep them underpaid, and they become vulnerable in situations in which politicians, high-ranking athletes and celebrities and people can walk on charges in which they should be upholding the law, and they don't. So the whole system is corrupt. Judges getting paid under the table, lawyers getting paid under the table, police officers. The whole system is corrupt, and I think it's designed that way on purpose.
Okay. Yeah, but like I said, people were just super upset about her. But I think if you're trying to make a nuanced argument, like she is, right? She's saying one thing leads to another. Them not getting paid well leads to staffing shortages, leads to, discord within our communities and stuff like that. That is way too much of a nuanced conversation to have on Twitter.
And it's a conversation in which now she's trying to cap for the police after making such statements.
You're trying to get votes, and
when
you're trying to get votes, like
you have to do all of that.
You
have to do all of that, but we know better. We know better, and Nightmare just said if politicians made close to minimum wage, there wouldn't be no politicians.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? Or they would be in the same. Listen, they're all corrupt.
Politicians make like the average politician makes like maybe 100 a year, maybe. But they're millionaires on Congress.
Absolutely.
That acquired their millions on Congress. So how do you do that? How does that happen?
Right, and $72,000, even $100,000 a year, that's not going to be enough for you to when you watching how much money is these drug dealers has got $100,000 in each pocket. They're walking around with and the temptation for you to go, just give me that and get your ass out of here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It becomes great. And now that's $100,000 of untraceable money or dirty money. And trust me, these white officers who are overseers, I told you, most of them, in my humble opinion, only became police officers when they couldn't become doctors, lawyers, politicians, investors. But they know that no matter what, I can always police niggas. So the way the system is structured, even white supremacy in itself, because it was this funny comedian, he was a white guy, and he was saying, like the black guy was saying, man, you took everything from us. He's like, yo, bro, well, they got my shit too, man. Like, we down here together. You know what I mean? So, but white supremacy is put in place to make you feel that no matter what, you are better than black people. And to be able to boss black people around, take the police officers.
Yeah, I've always believed in, I don't know how much it would help, but I feel like in theory it would. When I think about like community policing, like you have to be from that neighborhood.
I said that.
Like if my kids go to school with your kids, like I feel like you would talk to me different.
I said that in Urban Culture Decoded.
Yeah.
All police officers should be from that neighborhood. They know how to talk to us. Like, you know, we do things with our hands. We're a different energy and different breed. And if that doesn't intimidate you, our energy, our melanated energy is something that these Europeans can't take in general. And so you need to police your neighborhoods. Yeah. Allow us to police our neighborhoods, and let's see where this thing goes. Because if, like you said, if your kids go to school with my kids, I don't think you'll be so quick to, you know what I mean? Because I rarely hear of a story of a black officer shooting down an unarmed white teen. Yeah. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but rarely do you see it. But you see it the other way around frequently. And what is that telling you? That these people are off kilter, our energy, they hate us, but they're in a position to exempt a certain amount of power and authority, and they're really revenue officers. They're just here to protect property. That's why they're giving out tickets and all of that. So they're not here to protect and serve you. They're here and to protect and serve white interest.
Yeah, and somebody said the millions they get, I think you're talking about the politicians, is from lobbyists. But if that's the case, then that means...
That's just a legal way to move money around.
Move money, because that means if I got elected on one platform and then a lobbyist that has a lot of money that has the opposite platform, what I stand for, I can just flip and vote to this interest and not to the interest of my constituents.
Absolutely.
And that's all that happens in politics. That's literally all that happens. They get into Congress, which are cushy jobs. You can stay in Congress for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And like, look how long Biden's been in politics. Look at how long.
And look at the whole Democratic Party. I told you, I voted one time in my life, and I just hit all of the Democratic switches.
Yeah, that's easy.
I didn't think about maybe a Republican in this section would be better, this and that.
Right.
So you get these jobs, and you, like you said, you stay in them, and they're cushy, and you live out your whole life doing illegal shit.
Every couple years, you make an appearance.
Right.
Photo op, and now with social media, it's very easy to do. That photo op looks even better now. You know
Absolutely.
Absolutely. AOC, like she's buying the bacon, egg, and cheese because she's from the Bronx. She's not from the Bronx.
Right.
And she's from the bodega, like, oh my gosh, like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very easier now.
Yes, to sway people's opinions towards certain thing. So Abrams she on that bullshit.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
She on that bullshit.
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
So they decided that they're going the Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, the one that had the school shooting. They decided that they're going to demolish the school. Mm-hmm. What's that about?
Well, they did the same thing to Sandy Hook.
Did they?
And you have to sign an NDA that the people who do the construction cannot take any of the property that's there.
Wow.
Yeah, because there's something else going on. You know what I mean? You need to put two and two together.
Wow.
Yeah, they demolished the World Trade Center, didn't they? I mean, all of the stuff. No, what I mean, I'm talking about the cleanup.
Yeah.
They had a certain crew that came through Halliburton to clean up, and you as an independent scientist or wanted to do an investigation could not get your hands on any of that evidence, because then this whole case would have been blown. So a lot of these things are replicating each other, because you demolished the school and under the guise of getting it off the kids' minds. But
and then, like I said last show, there's more and more information coming out regarding the timeline. Apparently, this is what I saw today, that the cops could have went and stopped the gunman in 3 minutes. And remember, I told you there's footage of them waiting outside the classroom.
I'm gonna tell you why they was waiting outside the classroom for 58 minutes. Let me pull my shoulder out.
I like it. Let's do it.
It's because maybe the head officer said, even though this was his jurisdiction, he said he wasn't sure if he was in charge.
He did say that.
So what that means is
He did say that.
they might have told him, this is an exercise. Stand down. This is an exercise. Stand down. We have our people coming in to do, and he stood down, and not knowing that he was going to be the fall guy, looking like he couldn't go in and do his goddamn job.
Yeah, because they said they was looking for a master key, but apparently they had the Jimmy to actually get into a door. They had ballistics. They had all types of stuff.
What other...
The door was unlocked.
What other logical reason would you be standing there for an hour unless you were instructed to stand down, because this was an exercise? And we all know what that means. You heard Trump say that to the general while he was on stage and Trump was in on. He said, the general said, this is an exercise. He said, I wish they would have told me.
Yeah.
And this is when all the pandemic stuff began. That was code. Like, dude, stand down. You don't have no idea what this is. This is a drill. You know what I mean? Just the whole world is a stage. He was instructed to stand down. That's just my humble opinion. I don't have anything to prove that. And as he stood down, little do he know.
Best takes.
Yeah, little do he know he was sauteing.
Yeah.
Them niggas chopping this nigga up like, yo, you about to be fall guy for this shit.
That's crazy.
And he looked incompetent.
Yeah,
his team looked incompetent.
Like beyond incompetent. Like, what the hell?
Listen, problem, reaction, solution.
Yeah.
They have to lay it out so that there's somebody to take the blame for this type of a situation.
Yeah.
And somebody else threw their shoulder out in the chat and said, what's under the damn school? What was the school built on? I mean, you got to start, you can't throw nothing out. Everything is of consequence when it comes to stuff like this.
Wow.
Just saying.
Okay. But I just feel like when I heard this stuff, I'm like, demolishing the school, kind of like.
Yeah. That and him saying,
because like I'm assuming like there's no like evidence still there, right? So why demolish the school?
Right. Why not just cleanse the school, bring guards in, and have the kids come back in knowing?
I mean, I kind of would be traumatizing if I knew like 19 kids got killed in this class. But
yeah, but I'm just simply saying.
Right.
I mean, are they gonna tear down the Buffalo supermarket?
Probably not.
Where the black people was killed in?
Probably not.
Why not? Why? Because they're adults and they should know how to deal with trauma.
Good point.
I'm just asking.
Good point.
Asking. Just asking. And sometimes we have to ask these tough questions to, try to figure out what the hell's going on.
Good point. Not mad at it. All right.
All right. Just saying.
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
Now, what did you think about Beyonce's new song? Did you hear it?
I heard Beyonce's new song. What's it called?
Don't Break My Soul.
Don't Break My Soul, or
You Won't Break My Soul.
You Won't Break My Spirit, or something. I thought it was. I thought she did it better than Drake did.
Definitely did it better than Drake.
Okay, so let's start there.
Let's get that out of the way. Yes.
Her audience is more likely to accept that type of music, dance music. I know we created all the music. Somebody in the comment section was trying to educate me. Well, we created all this shit. We're talking about them transferring or shifting consciousness from hip hop, which is underground, which is organic, which is authentic in the sense of what it was put there for, and now we're moving into a different paradigm. And they're using their biggest artists to do it. Drake is a huge artist. Drake is an actor, so Drake has never been a hip hop artist. Drake does a whole bunch of weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? He's been prepping you. I like Beyonce's song in the sense that it's.
I felt like I should have been voguing when I was listening.
Yeah. I wasn't too mad at what she was, trying to get across. Some of the lyrics in there was like, "Quit your job."
Yeah.
Like,
how you telling people to quit your job, Beyonce?
You can't do that, Beyonce. Come on now.
Come on.
In an economy this bad, because people listen to that shit you talking, and they gonna get themselves hurt. They working at Burger King tomorrow. I'm quitting. You can't stop my movement.
Break my soul.
You ain't break my soul. Pack your shit and come back next week, get your last check. Fuck going on here with that crazy shit. So, I think she made some pride statements in there too.
Oh, that's gonna ring on.
Oh, that's gonna ring. That's gonna ring.
Every gay club in America.
That's gonna ring.
That's gonna ring. Yeah.
That's gonna ring. Yeah. So Drake is now in position. He could be killing hip hop. Absolutely.
Because I saw what Irv Gotti said.
Yeah, he just said, "Listen, man, Drake can do what he want to do, but I'm looking for the next DMX, man.
Yeah,
I want to keep this thing hip hop."
Here's what I will say. Though. There is something about hearing music that's not about money, clothes, and hoes. Like there is something about that.
But hip hop,
which I do appreciate.
But hip hop don't have to be about that.
No, facts.
You guys, not you guys, collectively have just accepted these small hats keep pumping their agenda.
Totally facts.
You know what I mean? And until we get in positions of power, we can make hip hop about whatever we want to make it about. Because, like I said, keep staring. Soon you suddenly see a star. You better follow, because we was already looking toward the heavens in '88. We were already expanding the consciousness of what hip hop could be, and then all of this COINTELPRO operations came in with the prison or the rap to prison pipelines. They took the biggest artists and put them in positions and said, "You guys are gonna be okay, but here is the agenda, and do not sway from the agenda."
Yeah.
As a result, we saw Jay-Z go in and kill Def Jam. I don't care what nobody say. He got rid of Redman, Method Man, Slick Rick, Public Enemy, LL Cool J, DMX. He got rid of all of that, and he went with Rick Ross, Jeezy, and all of that shit, right? Because that was a part of the agenda. We know on the West Coast, Uncle Snoop and their team collectively was doing their thing, and this thing collectively became about money, hoes, clothes, violence, and it could be about, hip hop is mutable. It could be about whatever we want it to be if it's allowed to grow on its own, but it's not, because the stopgaps are these record labels and these small hats who have a different agenda.
Yeah.
And their agenda is to steer consciousness in a way that benefits them.
Yeah.
So let's just be clear about that. So hip hop, and when I speak about it being stagnant, that's what I mean. Like, let it flow. Let it flow naturally, the way water flows and refreshes and renews itself. But
I mean, I actually think that the entire music industry is about to go through something like unprecedented as far as where the power lies outwardly, right? So from I don't think record labels are going to be such a big deal anymore.
No, it's proven now that you can independently.
Okay, but we say that and then you don't realize how difficult it can be to actually be truly independent.
Because you're not collectively independent, because the labels have, what they've done is they have stopped taking a outward approach, a covert approach, and now they have taken more of an overt approach, meaning they don't have the labels out front no more. Okay, I said in reverse. Yeah. All right, should be covert instead of overt, right? So, but you know what I mean? Yeah. So you still feel that you're making progress, but they're not going to allow this money source and this energy source, bigger than the money, is the energy source to come out of their grasp. So what I mean by that is they'll allow an anomaly like Soulja Boy, or there'll be an anomaly or two to give you off the illusion that you can do this on your own. When the higher you go past a certain threshold, they right there to go, okay, now independently we're gonna need this.
Yeah, because I remember when Chance the Rapper, when he came out with Coloring Book, and he's been promoting that he's been independent for years. And then there were people just like, there's no way he's independent. Like, he's about to be nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah, there's no way.
No way. And then he had a deal with Apple. Like, how's that independent?
Absolutely. So they found new and clever ways, to stay in control because, again.
And then the fact that they buying all these
it's sort of like fucking electric car. Yeah. Who you think is in control of the electric cars? The same people who's in control of the combustible oil. Yeah. They're not going to allow you to free yourself. Yeah. And if you independently do some shit that's outwardly different, they invite you out to dinner and congratulate you. And then you know what happens after that. You come up missing, or you randomly get shot in a mass shooting. Yeah. You're the first person killed in a mass shooting, mission accomplished, and the rest is what we call par for the course.
Or they say, come up with a story and say, like, you told somebody he's a snitch, and then he just loses it.
And he loses it and go blow your brains out. Yeah, you know, so listen, this is the way this thing goes. Yeah. Follow the money is what I always tell y'all. Follow the money, but in terms of music, you also got to follow the energy, because these small hats are after more than just your money. Yeah. They print the money. They're after your energy. So back to the Beyonce song, on the surface, it's not something I'm going to be bumping.
Oh, facts, yeah, you know.
But I understand with her and Drake simultaneously making this shift.
So do you think that's a money play, because they you know, Drake just signed a $500 million deal?
It's a money play.
Or is it like, because
okay, if I sign a $500 million deal, I got to recoup that. You gave me $500 million. Hip hop is not gonna give you that money.
Okay.
You gotta become a world artist. We gotta put you on stages you were not used to before, and open you up to a whole new audience. Doom, 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 with his annoying voice. I call him Dr. Ache for a reason. That shit. Doom, 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 on acid with them lights flowing.
Yeah. It's probably crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know.
All right. Sticking with music, did you guys see? I wanted to not believe it, but did you guys see YG and Tyga?
I saw it.
What?
Not surprised.
What?
Yeah.
People on the West Coast, y'all gotta let me know what the hell I'm watching. Man.
Yeah.
You gotta let me know what
fuck's that all about?
What is that about, man?
Yeah, what's that all about? But that's what's happening. Okay. All right. Let's just continue.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying this is what's happening behind closed doors. A lot of these rappers
in drag.
A lot of these rappers that you think are masculine.
Yeah.
Behind closed doors, they play the role of feminine bitches. It just is what it is. All right? Yeah. That's their character.
Yeah.
Right? And so all that shit just bled down into them giving you a heads up on the roles they play. Some prominent rappers that you think are the most hard gangster rappers ever, these are bitches. Excuse the term, I don't mean in that sense, ladies, but you know what I mean, they soft. And they play these characters, and one rapper, I'll tell you off screen who he was, that I heard, it's just like, it's bad.
I think I know who you're talking about.
It's bad. Yeah. So I always tell you how the truth is stranger than fiction. And, so you got to be careful with these circles you move in.
And I got to know what their justification is, because YG is supposed to be Big Pyru. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, what's good?
What's good, dude? Like, what's happening, man? man.
Yeah, talk to me.
Because it looks crazy. Do we have the picture? Can you get the picture? Yeah.
They sitting in the car.
I want people to see it. It looks crazy.
No, it's crazy.
It looks crazy.
So, no, this is part for the course.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Somebody said he went from a red bandana to red bottoms.
Yep, from red bandana to red bottoms. I like it.
God damn.
And there's no afraid of the backlash anymore.
Yo, what happened to shame?
No.
What happened? Dude. What happened? Like, what happened to? I'm not gonna do that.
How can I be shamed when I'm operating in a cesspool?
Yeah.
Right. Once this thing reaches its bottom,
yeah,
shame is no big deal.
Yeah.
We've seen people trump shame for money.
Yeah.
And I've seen young people tell me with a straight face, yo, at least he getting paid.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, okay, so then that means that basically trumps anything else. So this is where this thing is. You can't be ashamed in a cesspool of shit.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
That looks like really, really bizarre.
And I know they're gonna probably say it's what, were they in a video shoot or something?
Yeah, I think it's for a video.
It's for a video.
I think maybe they spoofing white chicks or they spoofing Kardashians.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not with it.
I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna be able to do it. Can we do it? Not gonna be able to do it.
That's crazy.
Okay, I don't care how much artistry there is and shit going around. I'm not.
Yeah.
Like when they told Drake to feel that dude's ass when he was in that show. What show was that?
Talking about Degrassi?
Yeah, Degrassi. There's a scene of him cuffing a dude's ass in that show.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I'm pretty sure he read the script and was like, all right. This is before he became a huge rapper.
Yeah.
You don't know where your career is gonna go.
Right.
Cuff another nigga's ass. All right. How do I practice that? Or imagine 12 takes. Like, take,
like,
cut.
I wasn't it.
I wasn't it. I mean, like, where do you go? But again, when you cut from a different cloth, all that shit looks strange and bizarre. To other people, that shit is just like, this is what we do, man.
There's this actor who, he's in P-Valley, and he plays this rapper. He plays this homo thug rapper. He actually has a wife and kids at home.
Okay.
And in the show, he be wilding. Like,
he run the show? Is he the...
That's Uncle Clifford. Not Uncle Clifford. Not Uncle Clifford. It's a little murder. He actually has a wife and kids at home. And it's just like, I wouldn't be able to...
Look at your man who passed away recently.
This is true.
You know, from The Wire and all that shit. I mean, you know.
This is true.
Nah, son. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm just, listen, I told you, man, I'm just going to go flip burgers at Happy Burger, man. Fuck it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm just not going to do it. See, man, Gambino did the same shit on Broadway play.
What are you talking about?
Childish Gambino.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cuff another nigga's ass.
Okay.
Nah, I'm good.
Somebody said, what about CGI facts?
Nah.
We can't green screen that? Like, I gotta really...
Yeah, I don't even want to green screen that.
Facts. I
don't even want you insinuating that was me.
Yeah.
Nah, take that shit out the script.
That's mad. That's mad funny. All right, okay.
You're listening to the sounds of UrbanX.
Andrew Gillum.
Okay, is that a politician?
Yes, he was trying to go for governor, and he actually lost to Ron DeSantis. He got charged with 21 felonies, wire fraud, all types of stuff. And he was just talking, if I remember correctly, he was just talking spicy about Ron DeSantis.
Right. And if memory serves me correct,
he got caught in with the meth and the dudes.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
That's him.
I knew he was right along the same lines, cuffing a nigga ass.
That's him.
In a car with acting like women. Now he caught in a hotel with meth and some dudes. Okay, yeah. Well, he's no longer needed. So on whatever the move is on the chessboard, it's obviously. So we're gonna bring all the charges that we have on all of y'all.
Yeah.
We have these charges on all of y'all. As a matter of fact, you can't even be down with us unless we have something on you. And then we're ready to play that card on you. We'll play that card and you just go down the river like everybody else. It was your time to take the fall because of something he didn't do. that he probably was supposed to
like
do.
the fact that he got caught out there. And if you can play back the episode, I don't know what episode it was, but we literally said like he had to piss somebody off.
Yeah, you got to piss somebody off to get caught out there like that.
Because he got caught out there bad.
You have to. You have to.
Like pictures, butt naked with crack pipe in his hand.
Yeah, laid out like
with another dude. I was like,
just sprinkle some crack on him.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Yeah. It was one of those kind of things. And isn't he married?
Yes, he is.
Now you had to go home and explain that shit to your wife.
Yeah, yes, you do.
I'm gonna do that, son.
Yeah.
We caught Black Dot laid out, crack sprinkled on him. That's
somebody said very compromising.
I just can't. You know what? I wouldn't even go home. I would just pack my shit.
You just gotta run away. Like
I would just. They would just go. Because, your wife want to be strong for you because she need answers.
Yeah.
Why, Black Dot? Why?
I said, man, she knew.
You know what I mean? Probably. And then I would get caught. I'd have you bail me out.
Yeah.
And somebody got to bail me out. Look, Malcolm, don't ask no questions. You know it's the Illuminati. They set me up. All right, Dad, go bail me out. When I bail out, I'm going to ask you to bring me a couple extra outfits. And I'm just going to give you one of them. Yo, my nigga, man, love you. Take care of Noble and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get in my car, and I'm just going to drive. And I'm going to go somewhere where people don't know me, and I'm going to turn into somebody else. You know?
Oh,
I'm going to go to a rural white town, too, where there's no people watching UrbanX, none of that shit. Aren't you? No, that is not me. I'm going to start baling hay. And just become like a farmer or something, and I'm just gonna live the rest of my life. That's all I can do. That's all I can do.
God.
That's all I can do, son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all.
Man, I feel like we need another commercial.
Now, if I get caught with 4 or 5 women, you know what I'm saying? Hey, woman.
You said it's the Illuminati. You already know.
It's Illuminati.
White supremacy.
White supremacy. They got me, son.
Agents in the chat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Agents in the chat, son.
They set me up.
Pull up Marion Barry and shit. You know, this bitch set me up.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna drive.
Yeah. You got no choice. Somebody Black Amish diet. Right?
Yeah, Black Amish diet. I'll be building homes and shit. And, change my name to Black Abenether or some shit.
Ezekiel.
Black Ezekiel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just going to have to do that.
All right, now we go to commercial.
Now we go to commercial.
All right, we'll be back.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, the Ascending Infinite Goddess, and I am happy to announce that I am back and in full effect, ready to work with you on your spiritual journey. Whether you're looking to balance your chakras with an infusion of Reiki energy, or you're looking to connect with your spirit team with an angel oracle reading and get some clarification or confirmation on your love life or your career, finances, or just life in general. Or perhaps you're looking for a non-judgmental, safe space to receive some mental ease, I am here to help you. So be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. See all the services that I provide. Get to know me a little bit better. And also, feel free to visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, and see hundreds of videos that I have available for free to help you on your spiritual journey. Until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
I think they're both gonna stay, and they're gonna try again next year. Just being realistic. It depends on. It depends on the coach.
The Hornets
I heard about the Hornets.
Westbrook.
I wouldn't be mad. Westbrook.
Minnesota has disgusted me this entire series. So I'm off that shit. Also, I'm really upset that John Moran got this award. So I hope we see them in the second round. So Poole can whoop his behind for 7 games in a row.
Thank you for the support.
Yes, thank you guys for sticking it through this show because we had some technical issues at the beginning, kind of threw us off a little bit. We rebounded. You know
and thank you for the support for Eli and Freddie because their numbers are growing from the people who are watching this show. You can't just subscribe. I need everybody to watch an episode or two because we're trying to get their 4,000 hours in, and we're like halfway there. So I want to thank the people who have been watching because we're getting closer where they can monetize, their page and, things of that nature. So
we appreciate it.
We appreciate it, man. We really do.
Thank you guys. And support our advertisers as well. They're in the description below. This is the last few shows where we'll have advertisers.
Right.
For now. Because we're trying to build up our membership and, so that's what we're doing.
And building the membership is going to be basically, from scratch, the people who are already there, we want to build upon that and build our own, network of people who rock with us, man. That's it. It's really not complicated. It's really not a complicated situation. So if the $5 is not too much for you and you can afford it, we appreciate you coming over. If you can't or you don't think it's worth that, that's fine too. There are many free shows up and down the dial of information you can get, but nobody can do it the way me and Malcolm do it. So I want you to keep that in mind. We do it a special kind of way.
You heard?
That makes it what it is.
Keep talking, man. Bomb for no reason. I don't know. We didn't drop a bomb all episode. So.
Yeah. Good bomb drop.
Drop bomb all episode. Somebody said, Malcolm, who do you think will win between Omarion and Mario? I think Omarion will win.
Is that a versus?
Yes, versus tonight. Omarion versus Mario. I think Omarion will win. I think
he has more of his catalog.
Yeah, because he has B2K, stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be closer than what people think. I don't think it's going to be a landslide. That's just me.
I think Mario's the better singer.
Okay, yeah.
I think he has the better voice.
He has a better voice. I think, okay, I can see that.
So, when you're talking about performing live and how you cater to the crowd, all of those things are a factor.
Yeah.
I think it reaches apex with
Jada. Yeah.
Jada.
Even before that, I think they had the best verses, and I think Beanie Man and Bounty Killer. That was something. Because I think that just kind of took it. Because before, remember, they were doing it. They were separate places. That was the first time we in the same place doing it.
Yes. Fire.
And then they use what they do already culturally.
Yes.
And then they just did. It was fire. So I think that kind of took it to another level. And then Locks just that was the apex of it.
Yeah, I didn't know Hitler's nephews reside in Long Island to this day. I had no idea. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Change your last name.
Yeah.
And just live your life. A lot of the Nazis came over here and got jobs with NASA.
Yes.
What was it Operation
Paperclip?
Yes.
Yep. Facts.
So.
Love the shirt. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
So Deshaun Watson, he settled with 20 out of the 24 accusers that were suing him. So he settled.
Okay, I mean, you ain't gonna have no choice.
Yeah.
But to settle.
Yeah.
And some of them are probably just people who are gonna make money off of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just showed up.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
And it tarnishes who he is as a collective.
Oh, he looks crazy.
He's looking bonkers right now. That nigga looking like a pervert to the 12th power. He's just looking bad, bro. And man, so I don't know what Cleveland is going to do. You know what I mean with that situation because there are a lot of women's groups and these groups out here who are going to give him hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it goes to show you they put winning over anything.
Oh, come on, hell yeah.
You ain't supposed to go nowhere near homie. Whether he can throw a football or not, son.
Yeah.
I don't want that kind of drama in my organization if I'm running an organization that is supposed to have some form of integrity. They knew what he was doing all along. That's why all the women had to sign those NDAs and all of that because he was a nasty dude.
Yeah.
And so it's tough. So he'll settle it. He'll probably need to spend the next year out as well.
which is crazy. Like now, like you damaged goods.
Yeah,
Like,
you damaged goods.
you rusty.
Now they need to bring back their man.
They gotta go.
They need to apologize to what's his name, Baker.
Baker, yeah, we sorry.
Mayfield, like, look, we sorry about that. Come on back. Yeah.
Speaking, because he's gonna be out for that'll be 3 years. He's out, or 2 years.
Yeah.
He's out. Warren Sapp, he did an interview. He said that he heard from his connections that Colin Kaepernick had the worst workout.
I would not be surprised.
Ever.
You don't take 6 years off and think you can just show up at a football combine and be precise. That's in any sport. Dude, basketball is a sport of timing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your handle, your timing. The game changes so fast. I told you, in my mind, my crossover is like pop, 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 pop. In reality, it's and they're like, look. But in my mind, everything is still sharp the way it used to be. My stutter step, my pullback. Yeah. Now it's come on, man, clear it out. You know, I'm in a different. Get to your spot. I'm on a different frequency. These young boys, and they smell blood.
Yeah.
As soon as I dribbled, the last time I was out there, they said he ain't got it. He ain't got it.
Oh, you was that?
I was that. As soon as I came up, because I came up with the ball, I was. They said he ain't got it. They just immediately recognized, and it was right. I ain't have it. They went. I tried to go to my legs twice. My little spin move, they were gone. Boom. It's gone. I just stayed back on defense as much as I could and try to, that's when you know your game is fucked up. Now y'all got head up. I'm just going, I'm a survey the game from here. And even when they coming at me full speed, I feel like I'm in a car in the wrong lane. So can you imagine if you take 5 and 6 years off from a sport? Dude, you ain't gonna, nah. It ain't happening. I can barely rap, bro. I can barely rap now. What I had to do to put my little pieces together, because these dudes, everything is just, it's a different world out there, and you be living in your own world.
Yeah.
My wife be doing 40 in the third lane, talking about why are all these cars flying and honking their horn. I'm like, bitch, you in the third lane doing 47, swear you flying. Well, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up, boo. I look down and we doing 52. I'm like, we in the third lane. Like, you need to get your ass over, because if you fucking them, you the person I curse out who be bottlenecking the goddamn traffic. But she's older now.
Yeah.
And in her mind, she's still fast. And she's not. Whoa! Car came by. Whoa! I'm like, that's what they supposed to do when you're in the third lane. They flying by the next lane. So, come on, man. You know how it is.
Oh my God.
You know how it is, man.
Okay. So yeah, shouts out to Kaepernick. I don't know.
It is what it is. You ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, I figured that, but I'm actually surprised that no word has came out about that, or footage has come out about
because that the Raiders did a great job. And I liked what the head coach said. We don't reveal.
Yeah.
Many people try out for our team. We keep that in-house.
Yeah.
But as Sapp being a Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
he got boys everywhere probably told him this shit was a disaster.
Yeah.
He ain't got it.
Yeah.
That's what we should name this show. He ain't got it.
Damn, like you was that dude out there, like
Dude, I came with the sweatbands. I had the super baggy shorts on. I had the look, son. That's why they picked me, because they know I'm put OG down, because I'm talking the game on the sideline. As soon as they handed the ball to me, I looked up, they say,
let him shoot. Like
he ain't got it. He ain't got it, because they can look at your handle right away.
Yeah, oh my God.
He ain't got it. And they was not lying. I did not have it. Anyway.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious, okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
So there was a Ravens player who passed away.
Yes.
The other day, he was He's a third-year player.
I forget his name at the moment.
I want to get his name.
And then Saragusso passed away.
Goose passed away.
Goose passed away. Played with the Ravens and also did an announcement. And the Colts. And
Jalen Ferguson.
Yes.
He was 26 years old. Now, guys, I don't know if you guys are like really up on like sports and stuff like that and sports news, but it feels like there is a young athlete passing away every couple days.
Portland Trailblazer basketball celeb.
Okay, yeah, Khalib, yeah.
At 26 years old, he passed away.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of athletes all of a sudden kicking the bucket, and this is weird.
Mm-hmm.
This is just weird, and I don't want to even get into any speculations. Goose was a heavy set kind of guy.
Yes, he was.
And they said that they gave him CPR before he got to the hospital. So he may have just had some heart conditions, CTE.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not forget about that. All the hits to the head. He was offensive lineman, yes?
Defensive lineman, but you die in your sleep like that, or like?
Dude, the CTE has so many different
I didn't know.
side effects because it's dealing with your brain.
Yeah.
So maybe the signal is not going to your brain. I forget which player, he passed away, but his family had to watch him even when he got in the shower because he could lose it. I think it was Junior Seau or one of them. I forget which player it was. So there are many side effects from the CTE situation that could have played a role into it. And they said that Celeb, the basketball guy, Celeb, he fell on hard times.
Yeah.
And then he had a drug problem, and as a result of some situations. So I'm not gonna get into
what I think. Y'all know what I think it is.
Yeah.
We talked about it on the after show on Monday.
Yeah.
What it is, because it's a lot of soccer players too. It's a lot of just stuff happening with seemingly healthy people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they have it's a broad way to sweep it under the rug, but I can't remember the last time that this many so-called healthy or prominent athletes just dropped dead. Mm-hmm. It all started with Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins?
Dwayne Haskins, this current streak.
But that was a car accident.
No.
Okay, but that was reported as a car accident.
But I'm simply saying, it seemed like from that moment on, every week there's been an athlete or somebody passing away. I'm not saying that they're all interrelated.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm just saying since he was so young that I said, damn, that's kind of young. And then from there, it's been getting younger and younger of athletes and things of that nature just dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and Bill Russell's still kicking.
True.
I didn't kick him.
True. You heard what Kareem said? He said, I'm the number 1 scorer and I only hit 1 3 in my career.
Yeah, but he's starting to feel the pressure now.
Yeah, so that was a little spicy.
LeBron is getting ready to just take his shit down.
Yeah.
And for LeBron not to be a scorer.
Yeah.
That just goes to show you these records, they all have an asterisk to them to a certain degree. Meaning the different eras. So I hate these lists. I really do. The top 10 and this and that. I do it on Eli's show because it's a part of, our spiel. But it's hard to judge athletes from different eras and what the rules was because there was no blood, no foul when I grew up. I saw Kurt Rambis clothesline Kevin McHale, or Kevin McHale clothesline him, and he just went up and shot the free throws. I mean, blatant stuff. And now the game is so touchy-feely because there's so many novices who are watching these sports and they want points.
Yeah.
So they want to bring these corporate people out to the game so they can be entertained. When I grew up, no blood, no foul. You had to earn your buckets. And how many of these players, like that shit Steph Curry doing, that shit is cute. Mm-hmm. He would not be able to do that back in the 80s without somebody putting him on his ass a couple of times and going out there to get him to do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And all of this around the basket, you can't touch it. Michael Jordan would average 50 in today's game. I mean, hands down, if you couldn't touch him, you can't put 2 hands on him. Do you know what Detroit was doing to him?
Yeah.
That shit was criminal, what they was doing to him. That shit was literally criminal.
Yeah.
And he just got up, he never said a word, he went to the free throw line and shot his free throws. Mm-hmm. That was the nature of the game. Now today's game is different. Like, you know what I mean? So Dr. J was the best in his era, but people don't talk about Dr. J. So, you know what it is.
Okay.
And Kareem has all the accolades to say he's the GOAT. 3 championships, 4 in high school, 3 in college, 6 in the pros, this and that. So when you start talking GOAT, how you gonna leave him out?
True.
So I'd rather stay away from the conversation.
True. Speaking of LeBron, him and Naomi Osaka, they are launching a new media company. in partnership. It's called Hanakuma.
I'm pretty sure that means
flower bear in Japanese.
Fuck you in Japanese.
Flower bear in Japanese.
Oh, flower bear? All right.
Yeah.
She'd be mad at the media.
Yeah.
She's Japanese, right?
Japanese and Haitian, yes.
Is that the very angry language?
No. Why?
Is that them?
No.
That's Japan.
No, Japan's language
That's them. That's them, the Japanese. No disrespect. I'm just saying that's them. Everything they say, and that's probably something nice that they said about you. They like your haircut.
This is my last show, man. I'm quitting. I can't do this no more.
Just saying.
I can't do this no more.
Just saying.
I cannot.
Okay, back to the real story.
I cannot. Damn.
All right.
Oh my God. Just the show or the company will produce stories that are culturally specific but universal to all audiences, whatever that means. It said James and Maverick Carter's Spring Hill Company will provide essential production, development, and strategic resources to Hanakuma.
Let's clap that up. And now these athletes have a voice now. So in this day and time, they get to cut the middleman out and they get to speak their piece.
Somebody said, stop Asian hate. We can't see.
But I'm pretty sure she says it's sweet. Dude, die.
All right. Making my head hurt. Stop.
All right. Oh, that's Korean dot? Okay, I know.
Somebody said,
I'm sorry about that. You know,
China Mac looking for you. Yeah, China Mac, he going with the fair one.
All right.
He going with the fair one. That's fun. Yo, there was a podcast. There's the No Jumper podcast, I think it was.
Okay, No Jumper.
And
I've heard of them.
Yes, and the guy who runs it, he wasn't on it. The guy Adam, he wasn't on it. He had like
Adam 22.
Yes, he had his like two workers on the show, and they interviewed like another blogger, another blogger, and he spit on one of the interviews. Did you see that clip?
On purpose?
Yeah, like fighting. He said something slick, spit on him, and they got up and they was about to shoot it, and it got crazy.
No, we not about to shoot it. We shooting it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You spit on me, I'm climbing over the table.
Yeah.
And giving you the business. That's the nastiest thing you can do to anybody.
Most disrespectful thing.
Yeah. So don't.
I went down a rabbit hole to see what the beef was about, and there was a lot. Just blogs.
So why did they have? So they had drama before they got on the show.
Basically, yeah.
And so they brought them together thinking that they're going to resolve it.
No, but the dude who worked for Adam 22, the dude who worked there, was being disrespectful the entire time. The dude who spit on him was chilling the entire time.
Oh, okay. So he was letting them marinate.
He was kind of letting, and then like he just kind of like got fed up with it.
And then okay.
Yeah, and even like his because I guess he got like suspended off the show or whatever. I don't know how it works, but like his other like they doing another podcast. He goes, yeah, he deserved that, like, which is crazy to say. But yeah, it was on No Jumper podcast. It was crazy. Somebody said, late to the party, did you already hit on African kids lined up saying something degrading about themselves in Chinese? I've never seen that video.
What video is this?
I guess African kids were saying degrading things about themselves in Chinese.
No, I think that video has been circulating for a while.
I did not see that.
I didn't get a chance to see it.
16 shot him. Yes, that's the guy's name. But yeah, I did not see that video. But I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of Chinese people in these African countries,
and they're forcing them to learn Mandarin.
Yeah,
and they're forcing them to denounce who they are. Yes.
So I wouldn't be actually surprised by that.
Black Dot, you see the video of MJ rejecting the kids in the parking lot. Yes, the kids wanted to take a picture with.
I think he had on Jordans.
Michael Jordan, and he just kind of blew them off. I'm not surprised at that. Michael does that all the time. Michael don't like black people, as crazy as it may sound. He's a Republican through and through, and so we've heard many stories of his behavior.
Did you guys hear about that guy, Jesse Lee Peterson?
Why does that name sound familiar?
The super coon, like the
yeah,
super
yeah,
duper coon.
Yes.
apparently 4 white dudes came out and said he sexually assaulted them. Now, Jesse Lee Peterson is anti-LGBT, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And these dudes came out and said that he assaulted all of them.
Now, how did the 4 guys get together to corroborate those stories?
I don't know, but they put
when they
together-
started a group chat. If you've been sexually assaulted by him,
Maybe, I don't know.
Like, so that's a little weird.
True.
For 4 guys to come out at the same time or around the same time from 4 different neighborhoods, yes, or 4
I
different
don't know.
communities. I don't know about all that. I just know he hate black people too.
It's like it's borderline like psychotic how he speaks about black people. It's crazy.
They said Mike don't take pictures with men. I heard only women. All right.
Okay.
Whatever.
Did y'all see the video of Reagan talking to Nixon and called Africans monkeys? Wouldn't be surprised.
I saw that. They finally released those tapes. Wouldn't
Really?
be surprised.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yep. Conversation between Nixon and Reagan. Yes. I
Okay.
see the Duke of Tears broke down the science of MJ, the flying goat who played for Moloch. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, a seer goes in. Shout out to the God.
Somebody said, "What's your thoughts on Kamala Harris cutting her price for photos from $15K to $5K?" I didn't know she was even charging for
I didn't know
photos.
she was even charging. She's the vice president. Like, she should just be taking pictures with kids and shit.
Hello Vegeta. Don't know what you're talking about there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take some more questions though. Oh, shouts out to I want to get her name.
Oh, and while we at it, I've been meaning to mention
Michaela Ulmer, who started the Me and the Bees lemonade.
Oh, yes.
She got a deal with Whole Foods for $11 million. Now,
Clap that up.
I'm pretty like
we did a
I think we did like a little segment on her initially when she started her pie. I mean her business. So this is like super dope, like to see the growth in her company.
Yes.
And her brand and stuff like that. So super crazy.
Right, she started this company. I think she was 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
She's 11 now, and it's in Whole Foods.
I think she's a little older than 11.
Is she?
I think she's a teenager now. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
all right, okay. I'm not gonna knock that. I want to shout out A.A. Rashid, who will be in New York this weekend. All right, he has an event going on. Right? It's a 2-day event, and the address is 36th Street between 8th and 9th. It's called, he's doing Sigil Magic, Tree of Life Path Work, 4 World Work, Number Secrets of the Torah, Sumerian Extipacy, Rites, geometria, art, music, and more. And this is at light food and beverages will be served 38th Street between 8th and 9th Street. It's $100 to get in. If you buy both days, it's $165.
Okay.
On Saturday, it's from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And on Sunday, from 2 to 6. New York City, A.A. Rashid Master Classes. These are master classes being taught by A.A. Rashid, and I'm gonna send this over. Maybe the Queen can put it up before the show ends, so you can get all of the official details. I almost forgot about that because once the show we had to reset. I kind of lost my bearings there. So shout out to Girlfriend with the Honey.
Yes, it's called Me and the Bees Lemonade.
Me and the Bees Lemonade.
Ruining her stuff, B. Christopher Perkins said he remembers when we did the story on her. So
Okay, yeah, so we did the story on her, and now she has grown up. See, sometimes we do stories, and where are they now?
Yeah.
And as an urban excellent story.
We're gonna be doing more of that stuff though, because I even like the people that advertise. I would like even more extensive interview with you guys soon.
Okay, all right.
So that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Somebody said, Malcolm, your bad celebrity crush over the age of 40 though. Who's my celebrity crush? I don't really have a celebrity crush. I don't know.
Dr. Huxtable, she turned 74 recently.
Oh well, you know,
she was my crush of all crushes.
That's vintage, you know.
You know, she's 74. You know, would you?
You asked me that the last time we spoke about it. Am I bugging?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Maybe.
74. I mean,
have the obsession with sports dumbed down society. I think sports and just entertainment in general have dumbed down. I feel like we are, as a community, as a society, are just way too invested in what celebrities are doing.
Yes, it's too much into the entertainment, but the parasitic elite, they're doing their job. They're keeping you distracted with all of these. Because look, basketball season is over. I get it. Boom, boom, boom. They're going to hit the reset button. Now, July 1, we just had the draft tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's happening right now.
That's happening right now. Yeah. Then they're going to hit the reset button July 1st. Yeah. We're going to be interested in the trades. Yeah. Next thing you know, we back at it again like that meant nothing. Yeah. They just hit the reset button, reset your emotions, reset your energy, reset your thought process, and keep you in an ever-moving loop with movies and entertainment that just never stops. And then before you know it, you're 75 years old and you did nothing.
Yeah.
Did you get that poster? No? All right.
Right now, they speaking of sports, they are having something with Kyrie because Brooklyn, I guess they don't want him or they don't want to keep him.
Well, they want him, but they want to have stipulations within their contract in regards to if he's going to show up and play. You know, the last thing the Golden State Warriors want to see is Kyrie and LeBron. And if you throw in a healthy Anthony Davis, that's just my opinion. Yeah. Last thing they want to see is that. But the West is crazy because Minnesota is good. Memphis is good. The Pelicans are good. Clippers are going to be good. Dallas is going to be good. Sheesh. I think whoever has 55 wins at the end of next season will win the West. And that's saying a lot. These teams are going to beat up on each other. But this isn't a sports show.
This isn't. I was just, you know.
But we just kind of
people were talking about it as, you know, because like Kyrie is...
Yeah, and I still say he won.
I think so too.
I don't care what nobody say.
I think so too.
And people are saying, well, if he really cared about his team, he would have got that jab. No, not necessarily. He cared about his life. You know what I mean? I'm hearing some real horrible stories about people's blood, man.
Really?
Real bizarre stories about the blood that's coming out of people who have, and now they authorize it for the 6 months.
Yeah, we spoke about that.
People were proudly.
No, actually, like I did see some people like take their kids there, but actually, they considered it a failure because of how many people didn't show up. To vaccines, to the sites to get their.
Okay, so what they was doing was a photo op.
Yeah.
They was showing some of these parents is rolling their babies in. I'm so happy now. I'm like, wow. Nah, not gonna do it. Can't do it, won't do it.
Speaking of babies, my son's about to be 2.
Yes, clap that up.
I'm about to have a 2-year-old.
Clap that up. You've made people.
When the hell did that happen?
You've made people. 2 years.
Made a person, right? Like, yeah, like.
Facts.
Crazy.
Facts. You heard Biden with the Freudian slip?
Yes, I did. When he said that we need to get our money, basically we need to get our money ready because it's about to be another pandemic. Like it's gonna be another pandemic, and I don't understand. You know what's crazy? I don't know how the people that stand behind him keep a straight face.
Yeah. It's really like
I'll be back to like what?
Like they gotta be like, are you serious? And he said it's gonna be another pandemic, part 2. It's coming. When I think about America in one word. I said,
that's what he said.
That's what he said. He said, to describe America in one word. And I watched Kamala. She was like, yeah. I'm like, so this thing is a shit show.
It is.
You have that image? Can you bring that up for me? I want to bring this up for A.A. Rashid. He didn't give me the name, the specific. Maybe it's a ground level place, 38th Street between 8th and 9th. He will be teaching these master classes Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, there you go.
Why am I always the one that's getting covered?
Got to do that. Got to do it. I'm the one talking about it. A.A. Rashid Master Classes, Saturday between 4 and 8, Sunday 2 and 6. It's $1 to get in, but if you take both days, you get in for $1.65. And if you know how A.A. Rashid do, you go in, go up, and this could be an opportunity for you to, rub elbows with the greats. There'll probably be some cameo appearances in there, some people showing up. And so write that down, get that in the mix there, and, take it from there.
Okay, can I get back on the screen, please?
Let him back.
Jeez,
Oh.
what's good with y'all?
God, he gonna cry.
Now the funny thing is, where did Malcolm go?
Where did Malcolm go?
What's up with y'all, man? We spoke about Vince Carter, his crib getting robbed. I don't know if that was on the first half of the show.
No, it was on the second half.
It was on the second half. Okay.
We opened up with it on the second half. Yeah, this half of the
half
show.
then.
It was on there.
So real quick, after this show, we have to put both pieces together and upload it to YouTube.
Right.
So if you don't see it right away, like if you're just coming on and after the show you don't see the replay, that's what's happening. That's
Right.
What we're doing.
We had a snafu or two.
Yeah, we're gonna
with some audio. We'll address it.
Yeah,
We'll
that's why
address
we're
it.
using these mics. We're not using.
Yeah, those mics right there, and so we'll address it and make sure that we're better the next time we come through.
Yeah, man. We used to have technical issues all the time.
We used to come on with technical difficulties. So we've gotten pretty. For those who've been here, they know.
Yeah, I know.
So we've gotten pretty good, and then you guys get spoiled. You guys want a certain quality of show, and I don't blame you.
I don't blame them either.
You know what I mean?
Also, I was gonna say something. Forget it. It'll come back to me. We're not doing an after show tonight. Not tonight.
No, this is turned into an after show. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, because
we started at 8.
Because we have to, and we have to edit, man. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Malcolm, what happened to that story with the judge and their family who had the werewolf happen to them in the middle of 2020? I think that judge. Are you talking? Which case?
Is that the case where we thought the judge was involved?
Where her son got,
her
son and her husband got.
Yeah, it was kind of a little weird.
It was like it was such a wild story that I feel like did not get touched on enough.
Yeah.
It was like a FedEx driver who happened to just be an assassin.
Yes.
And then I remember watching her talk about it, right? I remember watching her talk about it, and my dad goes, "You think she's sad about that?" Like, I'm just like, obviously she's sad about it.
She didn't look sad to me.
And then she kept talking, tears, and then she goes, "That's why a new law needs to be passed to protect judges." And I said,
Yes.
Huh?
Yep. The last thing you're supposed to be thinking about is some new laws that should be in place to protect this and that when you've lost your family to gun violence.
Your son and your husband. I'm like,
yeah.
What happened? Like, what?
I read body language, bro. I be reading, I don't look like you
That
too.
that looked crazy. And then remember, somebody just tried to kill Brett Kavanaugh that was like last week or 2 weeks ago, and he said, "I'm trying to kill." Like, it wasn't no mention the words. He said, "I'm trying to kill Justice Kavanaugh because of his ruling on LGBTQ plus 2IA stuff."
Right.
And I said, "That's really specific."
That's very specific. Yep. All right, so I think we can get on out of here.
Okay, yes, yeah. Any more questions real quick? Let me see if we got any more good questions, then we'll be out. Okay, with that being said, yes, they just Nipsey trial is starting. They're gonna put him away.
Yeah, they the driver, the girl testified. Yeah, they're gonna put him away.
They're gonna put him away. And not like we didn't know that they were gonna put him away, but I think so much time has passed that the meat and potatoes of the details don't mean much. It's just kind of, why did you, you're guilty.
Yep. And let's get this over with.
Let's just kind of get it over with. 5-year plan. You'll see some of our 5-year plan. Real quick, and there's a really good book by Patrick Bet-David, if you're into that kind of stuff, called Your Next 5 Moves. Great business book about strategy and stuff like that. Go check it out. But with that being said, guys, we appreciate y'all for sticking through it with us.
Yes.
Especially with our audio issues that we were having. We love y'all. Thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to like,
we only
share.
got 591
It's
likes.
okay. It's okay because this is about to come down anyway, and the repost is about to go up. Hopefully, the people will like that one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Count down the show 300, man.
Count down the show 300, baby.
Count down the show 300, man. Peace.
Peace.